We're here at Pilot Point, Texas today, the home of Chad and Susie Chance and the home of Hoofwatch. And we're joining up with the WCB to make a shoe for our the grand finale in Las Vegas, Nevada with Ian Ritchie and James Findler. And today we're gonna make a Hind Preventer Roadster made out of 14 inches, a half by inch and a quarter. It's fit up for an E6 on the medial aspect, and then we've got 4 nails on the lateral, and it's fit up with an E7. It's bob punched. We've got a ginormous outside heel cock, and then it's split. And what you've got is you've got a continuation of 1/2 inch that goes through the safing on the medial toe, and then that thickness continues on to the heel nail. We've got a wedge, running wedge, and this is moved over for the safing, for the split, to where it doesn't interfere with the inside of the opposing leg. I'm gonna bump the toe, and when you bump the toe, you usually get a long side and a short side. So when I bump the toe, then I'll have a short side, and I'm gonna go ahead and commit to bumping the heel on the short side. All right, we got a good bump. Heat. This definitely has more material, so this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to put a bump. I think there's plenty of material in here if you were just going to narrow up the stock, but not enough to make a running wedge. So we'll bump the inside. Got to get it narrow all at the same time as you're bumping, because you'll get a crevice in there if you don't bump and narrow it up. And this is what I'm talking about right here. It's just got to have more material so you can get rid of that when you start to forge everything back down. Now I'm starting with 12.5 inches of steel. Crack that toe. It's going to want to bend everywhere but the toe, since we've got so much material in the toe. You can see the offset. I got to have it a good amount to turn up to make my shoes symmetrical or even asymmetrical, but I'm going to make the inside branch first so that I can hold on to this area right here when making the outside branch. Otherwise, I have a running wedge and I have nowhere to hold on to actually make the outside branch. Just going to sweeten up my branch. You can see I got it narrowed up. I've started to cut. This is going to be my running wedge, and we're going to set this material down, and then we're going to pick up where the fullerene stopped with the safing all the way to the toe clip. what we're going to do is we're going to hold it on the ledge and the striker's just going to pull. I'm holding it at a little bit at an angle. Perfect. Perfect. Now I'm going to reforge my heel and we'll go at it one more time. Just constantly making that heel every time. Now I'm just going to tighten this back up again. Come right here and then just run my safe and right on through to that edge. Cleaning up my toe right here. Yeah. Right now I've got the majority of the material forged out that's going to make up my medial branch. And so I've got it roughed out and I've got it to where I can hold on to the lateral branch, make the lateral side with some place to hold on to right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and get after the lateral branch. We're just going to turn up some material and start making a heel cock. Get that inside check. There you go, there you go, perfect. There we go. We set the material down here, which you can see gave us probably a 1/4 inch material coming up. So now we've got more material to forge. I'm getting close to getting it to where it's forged in. A lot of material. We've got the heel cock to start with. Now we'll just heat up the branch and kind of forge it out and get that branch bent. I went back to the medial side so I can get it bent and sorted out, and that way I can always make my lateral side a little bit longer if I need to. Kind of come here to flatten it up. And then we'll fuller it. There you go. Perfect. Got them just where I wanted them. Now we'll go back to the outside. I'm just gonna forge some material out right here. Just kind of get my section back a little bit. And most of it's going to be done on the horn. Coming here and just kind of sweetening everything up, going out to the quarter, then coming back over the top. What I'm going to do right here is just going to get that edge, and then just going to, what that does is it brings your heel cock on around. It's kind of blobby, so I'm just kind of getting my parallel. Just getting my nice hind shape in there. We're going to center punch it. Now we got it for our bob punch. And that's, now we're going to put our clip on it and then build the shoe around the clip. All right. All right. Oh, that's it. Let me give you just one more. There we go. I've got the shoe roughed out. I've got the clip on it. Now what I'm going to do is run my final edges. I do this is pretty much standard issue for me, is I'll make the inside shape as close as I can, and then I'll file because there'll be enough residual heat to where I can file on it. Just coming in here and getting that nice safing off. It's way faster with a hammer than it is with a rasp, and makes a nice long line. Then you can touch it up with a rasp. Just basically now getting all the junk off of there and flattening up and checking for nail holes. Done with this one. This one turned out